Hey guys, so we have a really fun build for you today. I am building a farmhouse, but I actually went more traditional farmhouse on this one. So like a house you would actually find on a farm versus modern farmhouse. I really enjoy doing the modern farmhouse as well, but I thought it'd be kind of fun and challenging to go through and do what you would actually find like in the deep south old farmhouse. So it took a lot of digging through what I had and the packs that I had to find stuff that would actually work, but it was really fun. I really enjoyed it. It was a very long build, so I did have to cut this into two parts for you guys. So part two will be up next week for you guys. So yeah, let's watch the build and see how it turns out. I did use a variety of reference pictures for this house. I think I had maybe 10 different reference pictures I was going by to get the style that I really wanted, but I think it turned out really good. This is probably one of my favorite builds I've done. I tried to not cut out too much of it. There's very little I cut out, and if I catch it, I will be sure to point that out for you guys. But I tried to leave most of everything in here for you. I am building this in Hemford on Bagley. Of course, that made the most sense for a farmhouse build. It did take me a little while to find windows that I thought worked on this house. Um, in the end, I end up just using the windows from high school years. Yeah, these windows here, because I thought they looked more like just basic um, old farmhouse windows. I really wanted something a little more substantial here for the door. Um, Took me a little while to find something that works. I do end up finding something to make it look a little bit bigger. I wanted more like a 2 wide door, but I needed something that looked more country. But I ended up just putting some windows beside it. The floor plan of this house came together extremely easily. I really like the way it turned out. I don't know that I've ever had a floor plan come together this easily, so that was great. I did have to use all of my packs for this build, just to find the stuff that matched the style. I kind of just had to use everything that I had, and I don't have all the packs, so we probably could have found some more stuff that matched a little bit better, but I think it turned out great anyway. I struggled with the windows on this side a little bit because I wanted them to look symmetrical, but I couldn't find a small window that would work. I don't remember what I ended up doing, but I tried several different windows here to get the right look, but also have windows in each of the bathrooms. But it took me a while to figure out a way to make it work. I know that in real life the windows wouldn't be symmetrical, but in The Sims they just look so much better if they are. I knew I for sure wanted more than one fireplace in this build, and I originally had wanted it here in this front room so that both the living areas would have had a fireplace in it, but having the chimney on the front was a little bit too much to me on this side, so I end up moving it to the back over here, and this room ends up being a library slash study area, so it looked really pretty with the fireplace in it. I wanted to put one in the master bedroom as well, but it just didn't work out because I had to have that wall for the bathroom door. And I originally had the big two wide archways, But I got to thinking about like actual old houses most likely would have had smaller archways. So I did change those to like the 1.5 tile. I think it's technically 2 tiles, but the arch is smaller. So I changed those couple of archways to smaller arches. And yes, you will see me struggle with this light for a while. I don't know why I could not get it in the right spot. It kept jumping to different floors, so I eventually got it, but sped up it doesn't look that bad, but it took me a solid like 2 minutes to get that light to where it was supposed to be. And then I ended up needing to move it, so I had to do it again. I didn't put a guardrail around the porches because all the reference pictures I looked at, the old farmhouses did not have guardrails around the porches. So I decided to leave it off, and I do like the way it looks in the end. I think it looks pretty cool and different. This kitchen turned out to be a lot larger than I originally had wanted it. I wish it was like maybe 1 tile narrower, but I think it would be more realistic if it was a little bit smaller. But it didn't really make sense for the rest of the build to change it at this point, so I just left it. It's just open in the center. I guess you could probably go in and add an island or just a table with stuff on it. I think it would look good, but I didn't add that into this one. I do fight with these cabinets for a while, trying to figure out what I wanted the upper cabinets to look like. I was going back and forth between the country kitchen kit and cottage living, I believe. Those two cabinets go together pretty well, so I went back and forth a lot with those, trying to find the cabinets that I wanted. And then I fought with Tool for a little while, trying to get the cabinet in the right spot. Trying to use the tool mod and the values is so confusing to me, and it's like if I build a lot with it and use it, I kind of get familiar with it, and then I don't build for a couple weeks or a little bit of time and I forget how to use it, so I have to relearn it. I kind of wanted to cover up this lower cabinet here and just make it look a little different, but I couldn't figure out a way to do it and it looked good. And I liked the shelf, the open shelves, but I didn't like how they were clipping into each other. So then I had the idea of putting one of the corner shelves in that corner. I was looking for the one with the plates, and I think I ended up finding it. I'm not sure if I found it here or later, but I ended up putting just a shelf in the corner, which I thought was kind of cool. I really wanted this kitchen to feel really cluttered and lived in. I put a decent amount of stuff in it, but the clutter just takes a while to just dig through it and find everything. So I didn't make it quite as cluttered as I would like it to be, but due to just this being a big build, I didn't want to spend too much time on it, so struggled a little bit here trying to find a dining room table that I liked with the chairs that I liked. I kind of knew in my head how I wanted to look, but I couldn't really find everything that I wanted. The dining room really could, I think, been a little bit bigger. In hindsight, I probably should have pushed that kitchen wall back one and made the dining room a little bit bigger. But in the end, I figured out a good layout, a good table and chairs, and some other furniture pieces in there that look good. I definitely wanted a computer in this house for playability, but I didn't want this big modern looking computer in here, so I went with the typewriter looking computer, and I think it just fits the vibes of the house a lot better, but you still have the computer to use. I love the way this study turned out. I think it turned out really cozy and warm. And the same thing here with the TV in this living space. I knew I wanted a TV, but I didn't want a traditional looking TV in here to make the house feel like it was too modern. So I went with this older box TV. So your sim still has a TV to watch for fun, but it just fits the build a lot better. And I couldn't figure out a good place to put the trash can, so I ended up just skipping it. I do put one outside. I almost forgot, but I remembered. So there is a trash can outside, but there is not one inside. But for playability, it's not that big a deal because they wash most of the dishes and stuff, so the rest they'll just take outside. I did end up sizing that TV up a little bit just to make it fill the space a little better. I love the little washboard piece on the wall. I think I end up using it a couple different places in this house. It is very realistic. I know a couple people that have actual farmhouses and they have these just hanging on the walls for decoration. So I love the way it looked. It's good little wall decor and definitely realistic. And the shower here, I did, when I play tested the house, the shower did not function, but it's just because I placed the shower before I did the platform down one step, so the shower just needed to be picked up and put back so that it would place the shower a little bit lower, and then it worked just fine. We are wrapping up part 1 of the farmhouse build. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Stay tuned for part 2. That will be up next Sunday. Catch you guys later. Bye.